Greetings and welcome to some Slay the Spire. So it's 8:30 p.m. and I find myself sitting down with the urge to play a Spire run, and then I realized I have like 4 hours until I would like to go to bed. 12:30. So I was like, let's do a deep dive Spire run into how I play Watcher. I mean, I was just a nice over-explained deep dive, good mainly for myself to slow myself down and really explore on how I play the game. But a couple of things before we get started. My favorite character is Watcher. I have her at Ascension 13. I don't play the other characters much anymore. I haven't played an Ironclad, Silent, or Defect run in probably 40 hours of this game. A couple people who influenced that were Merle. He's a mainly Watcher player who's currently win streaking. You can follow him over at twitch.tv/Merle61. Another person I watch for just general Slay the Spire advice is Baylor Lord. He streams on Twitch, playing Spire and other roguelikes. And also, my love for FTL really got me back into Slay the Spire. And maybe we'll do some runs with FTL that are the same way. But Spire's so complicated. And I figured we would take the time to sit down and enjoy ourselves. A couple of things, again, on top of other things. I am currently playing with Mod the Spire, and for some reason I keep forgetting to disable Jorb's Wanderer character. So if we ever come across a card, for an influence, and we come across a Wanderer card, I am forbidden to pick it. And if all three of the cards are Wanderer cards, then we have to skip. Or for example, Prismatic Shard can give us Wanderer cards, and I don't want that. So currently we are on Ascension 13 with poor bosses. I was stuck at Ascension 11 for the longest time. If we take a look at the statistics, that's not the right button. At the run history. How did I beat Ascension 11? I swapped into Runic Pyramid. That's what I did. I swapped into Runic Pyramid, and if you look down here, you see I've got Fear No Evil, Like Water, 2 times of Mental Fortress, 2 copies of Like Water, Eruption, a Crescendo. Basically what I did was I just stance flipped the whole time with Crush, did a whole bunch of damage with Crush Joints, Reach Heaven, like Eruption, and staying in Calm the whole time, with Spirit Shield being my main source of block. And we got lesson learned from the Act 1 boss reward, I believe. So yeah, that was how I beat Ascension 11. Or I guess Ascension 12. I'm not really sure how I beat Ascension 11 then. Can you just... Huh, that's weird. Because I remember playing on this. I don't know. Anyways, let's embark on the over-explained Watcher run. I'm playing with Mod the Spire. It allows me to see a couple of things like this. Obviously, you've got Potion Chance, which, is covered by my face, but alas, can't have everything. But you can just see it up here, and then there's events, right? Maybe I should make myself smaller. So So you guys get big me for a second while I go in and shrink my face. Pro YouTuber here. Just shrink ourselves a little bit. There we go. Much better. And I'm still stuck in studio mode, because of course I am. There we go. I'm a little bit tinier. Now you can see all this stuff. So anyways, we didn't make it to the Act 1 boss, so that's a big rip. But at least it makes our boss chances pretty simpler. So over here I've got a little highlight menu. It allows me to select different colors, and I can right click on them to highlight different floors, so basically I don't have to work my brain as hard. So who's our boss? Hexaghost. Hexaghost is by far the hardest Watcher boss. Slime boss is just a joke. I mean, it's almost worth it if you just take the 32 damage with the slime boss Salam, and then go in Wrath and deal, you know, 80 damage in one turn and essentially kill him. But a Hexaghost is difficult because of the burns, and because of the fact that you can't, like, stance swap it. So doing 85 damage in Wrath in one turn doesn't put Hexaghost into split mode or defensive mode, where Guardian takes a turn off, right? And basically we're up against the clock, because once turn 6 comes around, Hexaghost does the huge inflame. So we have to be prepared for that. So our choices are enemies in our next 3 combats have 1 HP. So could we get in a guaranteed elite snipe? Doesn't look like it. Or max HP plus 7. Might end up being the max HP, but let's take a look. Is this path any good? You generally want to avoid question marks in Act 1, because they end up dealing just damage to you. I mean, I do like the 3 fires. Well, this path might be good. Fight, question mark, fight, fight. Elite fire. It's only 2 elites, though. Is there a path that gets us 3 elites? It doesn't look like it. So right now we're up against, you know, 3 fires. I mean, this is 3 fires, but that's no elites. Well, oh, wait. I stand corrected. We can take 2 elites. Okay. So are any of these paths different than the one over here? Because this path might end up being the best. So we've got fight, question mark. I should make this in light blue to match all the same. Fight, 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 fight. Elite. So the left path and this path are the same. And then, so if we go this way, then we're forced combat, which this path would definitely be better. So there's no way that we're going left right off the beginning. Or at least we're going this way. There's no way we can afford to take fight, fight, elite, fight, fight with the beginning of this. So I'm just gonna rule out this left path here. I'm just gonna say no. Right. So we're not going this way. If we're gonna go this way, then we might as well go this way, because we get upgrades. Right, we get upgrades. So is there any benefit over this path to go this way? We get 3 fights, 2 question marks, an elite. This is a terrible Act 1. I mean, we could see a shop, but maybe it ends up being this way. And then we could go to either one of those, and then that would make us fight 2 elites. I really think these 2 question marks over here could just destroy us in terms of the amount of value that we could get. I think seeing cards with, you know, because really we're seeing 2 question marks and 3 fights. Well, we're seeing the same thing over here, just in a different order. So let's take a look after the elite. So over here we get fire, combat. We should probably go to the store. Question mark instead of a fire. But then we get fire, combat, fire, burning elite. So in reality, these 2 paths are the same, but we do have an option for a very early store. And once again, a later store in the act, which we probably go to just because we don't want to die. So I think this path is the best. And we get the burning elite out of the way, so it frees up our pathing in Act 2 and Act 3. But I think... well, we can take Niao's Lament, allowing us to just burst through the first 3 fights. So, does that ever affect our pathing choice? Is Niao's Lament gonna get us 7 HP? Although, overall, how much is this max HP gonna be worth? So at the end of the boss fight, we heal back 30% of our missing health. So in reality we have to take, what's 30% of 7? Like 2 1/3. So if we add that up over 3 acts, that's 7, right? 7 health, plus all the events that heal us for percentages of max HP, which aren't a lot. But, so essentially, would Niao's Lament be better than 7 max HP? Well, it would be better than... I mean, it would set us up really nicely to maybe we don't have to rest in any one of these campfires. So I think we just take Niao's Lament here. It makes fights like the Jawworms less scary. Okay. So here we have Sash Whip, deal 8 damage. If the last card played this combat was an attack, apply 1 week. Well, at least in the early game, when we play an attack, we're probably going to be in Wrath. And so we're probably just going to not need the week. We're just going to be winning. So I'm going to take a Bowling Bash, and because it's good against the Tri-Centuries Elite fight, it's good against multiple Slimes, multiple Gremlins, multiple Louises or Louses or whatever we just fought. Alright, let's go this way. Makes these first fights so we don't have to think about it. I got a fire potion. That's a very good potion. Okay. Wave of the hand makes our block better. If this was later in the act, I would snap pick this. Carve Reality is some really nice damage, getting us a smite in the hand that we can retain. So when we eruption, we have a nice 24 damage in our hand. Solves a lot of the early elite fights, and we have good damage, so I don't think we need to spend any gold. Although, do we remove... What's our events? So we have Big Fish, Dead Adventurer, nope. Golden Idol, nope. I have no idea what Golden Wing is. Oh, Living Wall is upgrade, transform, remove. Okay. Mushrooms, no. Scrap Ooze, eh. Shining Light, upgrades. Cleric can remove. Okay, so there's... we could get some interesting stuff. Although down here, that says the shrines. You know, Golden Shrine, Matching Keep would be interesting. Purifier, we need a curse for. Transmogrifier transforms. Upgrades. Which we would upgrade, what? Eruption? And what would we be looking for at a store? Maybe an upgrade on Bowling Bash or Eruption? Or at an upgrade, not a store. Well, we could see some relics that we would want to see here. I don't think... Let's take the event. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do we take the upgrade to random cards? Will this put us in a spot where... Because I really don't like resting. Unless I have a lesson learned. If I have a lesson learned, I will rest all day, all night. Because I can upgrade, right? And I don't have to worry about it. So let's see. How much damage do we want to go into Hexaghost with? I would like to say 40. And we can rest for 30. So if we can make it through the act without resting on 10 health and rest here, that would be our only rest. So we're currently here. So if this is Jaw Worm, we could take like 15 damage. Hope this is no damage. So 15. This is probably 20. This is probably another 10. So we're looking at 15, 35, 45 damage. So we're at 20 health when we come to here. If we're at 20 health when we come to here, we are definitely looking at a shop. Hope this isn't a fight again. Upgrade. 20 health. If we take damage here, we rest here, and hopefully we don't have to rest here. I think we can afford to risk it. Plus, if this hits block cards, we would be happy. If this double defend is fine, defend, vigilance would be fine, eruption vigilance would probably be the best pull. And instead we upgraded 2 damage cards instead. We also have a fire potion, and Jawworm has 1 health that I completely forgot about. I think we should take a black card. I don't think we need a Flying Sleeves because the Smite already fulfills the role of the retain attack. Cut Through Fate is interesting, allowing us to scry through our deck, get things that we need more, except we would just need defend more. Evaluate shuffles an insight into our deck, which accelerates our deck a little bit, and allows us to draw, different cards when we want to. So it's between Evaluate and Cut Through Fate. I mean, this allows us to scry through burns. What are we fighting? If this is Gremlin Knob, we really want to take a Cut Through Fate here. If this is Tri-Centuries, I think we win with Bowling Bash anyways. Maybe at the shop we buy a premium block card, so let's take a Cut Through Fate. Do we want another comment? No, let's take an event. Okay. We can click this button twice. Or if we find this relic on the first one, I'm leaving. We leave. We cannot take that much damage. I'd really like to see a carve reality. Because we're going to draw vigilance next turn. I can rely on that. Good. Okay, cool. Is this a skill potion turn? If we don't want to rest here, I think this is definitely a skill potion turn. Spirit Shield. That's pretty good. If we can get a Eruption isn't in our draw pile. Let's draw a Bowling Bash. So we can kill with Eruption. pretty sure. 22 and 22 and 8. That's 44, yep. Cool, nice skill potion. Ceramic fish, whenever we add a card to the deck, gain 9 gold. Okay. Collect allows us to put miracle pluses into our hand, which we're not really struggling for energy. And this card is really kind of bad. So we want to put all of our energy into block and damage, not whatever that is on a turn. Prey does nothing. None of these say block on them, and that's kind of concerning. Because how are we going to beat Hexaghost? Nice, perfect instance of Bowling Bash. I think this is Vigilance, Miracle, Defend, Defend. To prevent all damage, take 3. Okay, now this is just mean. I really don't want to rest here. I really don't want to. Perfect. Protect says block on it. I think that was worth using a potion there. Let's go to a store. 196 gold. We could buy... Wish I could have clicked on that button. Blasphemy says win. We could buy medical kit. Allows us to play unplayable statuses and exhausts. Which could be interesting with the heart if we make it that far. Art of War will probably never be going off. If we don't play any attacks, gain an energy, I would click on this in a heartbeat. But I think it's honestly gotta be Blasphemy. Is it a potion? No, we have a high enough potion chance. But this just says win on it, so. Good relic. Centennial puzzle. Whenever we draw or lose HP in a combat, draw 3 cards for the first time. I think we heal. Healing allows us to go upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Which, I kind of like all the cards in our deck. Or is it just remove to make our deck more consistent? If we have to rest here, it's fine. Let's remove. Strikes are better than defense right now, but we need block cards against Hexaghost. This allows us to retain Blasphemy to kill it whenever we want, which is such a huge upgrade. Allows us to control the deck. Carve Reality would be a bad hit right here. We don't need to play this for extra damage. Let's actually use the miracle, because there's no reason to take 1. I mean, this just... Right, there was no reason to take 1 damage there. Lock potion. Omniscience says choose a card in your draw pile, play it twice. What do we want to play twice? I don't know. And we can't play it right now. So meditate is really good because it allows us to retrieve cards that we want, like our Carve Reality or maybe our Vigilance or Eruption. Allows us to get in a calm. Carve Reality upgrade is a pretty good upgrade. It's almost... We're adding 66% damage increase. And in Wrath, that's an extra 8 damage. Bringing the card's damage from 18 up to 24. We could also upgrade Vigilance or Meditate. Like a Meditate upgrade would be better so we can control what cards we want to get back on certain turns. Or we could just upgrade Protect to have an even beefier block engine. But if I were going to upgrade a block engine, it would definitely be Vigilance here. We do have a block potion, which I would not be at odds with using in the green key fight. We could also go the upgrade with Cut Through Fate, allowing us to see more of our deck when we scry, to know what we have to draw next turn. But in the Hexagoat fight, it might be a Carve Reality upgrade. Just because, you know, more damage. I don't know. It also might be Eruption for the energy, but Snecko Eye after Act 1, this deck would be alright with because of Eruption, Vigilance, Protect. Let's go into Meditate. Sentries, yes. Strength Sentries. Take 2. Proc Centennial Puzzle. You are dead this turn. Miracle Protect. Take none. Calm. Calm. Defend. There's no reason to rush this fight. Dazes do get interesting now. Is this block potion turn? I think it might be. Nice, would you protect? Ooh. Okay, we'll definitely kill this next turn. Never mind. That's a lot of days. Just let me kill this, please. Thank you, game. Liquid Memories. Reach Heaven is another amazing damage card, which I'm going to click on. And we really hope we get lucky with Snecko Eye. You almost never want to rest before Hexaghost because it makes the first damage do more. What's this? 15! That would be a nice upgrade. Let's just have a nice strong block card, because we're going to have to play it. Yay, great turn 1. Get back Eruption and Protect. Take a little bit of damage. Black Centennial Puzzle. See, this would be great where one cost Eruption would be pretty cool. Let's get this in the draw pile. Because we're essentially gonna go Blasphemy and a whole bunch of things. Another one. Nice. I think we take the 16 here. Nah, we can't. I'm actually kind of scared. We have to take the 8 here. Alright. Card in our discard pile. Well, we kind of have one shot here, so we just have to go for it. Oh, we got there. Piece of flippin' cake. Oh, another Blasphemy. Nah, 2 Blasphemy. Double Blasphemy on one turn would be pretty interesting. We could play Blasphemy and then like an Enter Calm card and then Blasphemy again to get double Blasphemer, right? Gain a whole bunch of energy and then go off. Establishment says whenever we retain a card, lower its cost, but what are we retaining? A protect? Establishment with Meditate could be good. Especially with like a Reach Heaven. I'm down at, you know, and Wish is 6 plated armor, 3 strength. Ooh, or 25 gold. Ooh, this is gonna be hard to play. I don't really like dealing with Wish, but it's so good. Let's try it. Let's click on the Wish card. Snecko, yes. Although that does kind of mean interesting things for the through violence. They do so much damage anyway, that's going to be worth playing them. It makes Protect better, it makes Vigilance and Eruption better, it makes this Wish playable. Blasphemy is kind of meh, but it can only cost 3, so we still have 3 energy of Divinity. Perfect. Alright. So once again, we're facing a boss that isn't as scary. Well, honestly, I would rather fight Champ as Watcher. Because you survive, and then you deal a whole bunch of damage in Wrath, and then when you put Champ below half health. On the turn Champ's buff, you go into Wrath, deal a whole bunch of damage. And then on the turn that Champ's attacking you, you go into Divinity, and then you kill everything, and then you win that turn.